Good afternoon. My name is Christina. Sorry for the background. It's the only place in my house that has good lighting. Today I will talk about dealing with postpartum depression after childbirth. My purpose is to inform people the challenges that I've experienced as well as many other women have experienced as well. Um, for many women, giving birth is the most happiest occasion to strengthen the emotional bond between them and their baby. For me, that was the most happiest time I can say for me. My daughter was actually born on my birthday. She was actually due September 6th, 2 days before my birthday, and I actually went into labor at 2 o'clock in the morning. Was in labor for 16 hours, no epidural. I had her at 6:09 p.m. September 8th, 2016, and then Milani Jaslyn Webb was born. She was the most beautiful thing to me. You can see her here. I actually kept her little cap. Kept a few things to have her baby feet. For those of you who don't believe me that she was actually born on my birthday, I actually have the bracelet. You can see my date of birth 9/8/89, and hers I was admitted 9/8/16. I actually did keep the two little bracelets I have too, so you can see that my name, her birthday, and the time that she was born. So although this experience was amazing to me, what I didn't expect were, dealing with postpartum depression. So for many women, they experience baby blues, which include mood swings, crying spells, anxiety, and difficulty sleeping, which will bring me to three different topics. I will talk about me dealing with postpartum depression. My second topic, I will talk about other women dealing with postpartum depression, and in some cases more severe symptoms. And my last topic, I will talk about treatments and how this condition can be managed, which was it's very difficult. Living life for me with postpartum depression was physically and mentally exhausting. I gained a lot of weight during and after my pregnancy, as you can see right here. This picture, these two pictures were a year after I gave birth to my daughter, so you can't really see, but yeah, it was horrible. There were days that I would be happy one moment, irritable the next, to sad all in one day, and I just didn't understand why. There was just, it's like I was physically here but mentally gone. It was crazy. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it, because I feel like if you haven't lived through, you don't know like what to expect, because I didn't realize that I was dealing with it until a while after, actually a while after. But that didn't stop me from taking care of my daughter and having to deal with any situations or anything that I needed to do to take care of, to support my family. But, in some cases, other women experience, similar situations or, more severe symptoms, which brings me to my next point. According to the statistics on postpartum depression, medically reviewed by Kimberly Landon, MD, approximately 70 to 80% of women with a minimum experience baby blues, which some of these will experience, depressed mood swings, which I had. Some people might experience loss of appetite. I didn't have that. I actually had the opposite, because I gained a lot of weight. Some people might experience lack of sleep. Although I did experience lack of sleep, but that wasn't, it wasn't new for me, because I always experienced lack of sleep even before her. But with women who have more severe symptoms, are a lot more challenging. You know, although the postpartum depression is unknown, which is crazy, it's unknown. Um, those more severe symptoms, some women can, oh my God, can experience confusion and disorientation, obsessive thoughts about their baby, hallucination and delusions, you know, and in rare cases, paranoia and attempts to harm yourself or the baby, which is sad, you know, because it's real life situation. People do go through these things on a day to day basis, and I didn't think I was going through it. Like I said, until like I think it was like 2 years after I realized, like, oh my God, I was acting crazy. This was me. Like, you know, I felt bad for, you know, my daughter's father. I felt bad for, it was horrible. Like, he really got the worst end of it compared to everybody. But I felt like I said, I never had an issue bonding with my daughter. I didn't have an issue. Like, I didn't experience like hallucinations or I'm gonna, you know, anything like negative like that. It was just more like I didn't understand myself. Like, you know, how did my life go from like just being me versus, you know, all of us at one time. And it was a lot. And you know, it was a lot. It was a lot. And you know, which brings me to my next point, which is treatments. And I felt like for me, how I dealt with it was, you know, talking with people that are close to me. I felt like eventually I was able to exercise. That took a while. That took a while after, because, you know, when you're physically and mentally exhausted, you don't really want to do anything but, you know, having to do what you need to do, which is, you know, take care of your child, and, you know, that's it, you know, pay the bills and do what you have to do. But I was able to exercise and meditated. I was able to, like I said, discuss, you know, some of my issues with, you know, some of my close friends, because they were going through it as well. And for some women, they might take medication. I didn't go that route. I felt like for me, I didn't need medication, although, you know, some women might need it. And there's nothing wrong with it, because it does help. I'm guessing it does help. I felt like for me, I didn't need it at all. I just went through it, just pushed through it, and it was very hard, you know. There might be like relaxing techniques, support groups that people can go to help you get through this situation, because, you know, other women have experienced the same thing. And for some cases, some people might need hospitalization. That goes with like the severe part of postpartum depression, which is, you know, postpartum psychosis, you know, which is, like I said, is horrible for, you know, some women, because it is a real life situation. You know, but like I said, you know, for me, it was a wonderful experience having her, but it was very difficult throughout the years of dealing with this situation, this condition that I had, for quite a while. I had it for like 2 years, but thank God it's over. And I do appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to me. And I hope you guys had a better understanding of where I came from, you know, postpartum depression, and how many other women have experienced the same thing. Remember, if you or anyone have experienced postpartum depression, please remember, you are not alone. Thank you. Have a good day.